Top 10 best nuts every diabetic must eat. Lower blood sugar. Living with diabetes doesn't mean you have to give up on snacks, especially when they're as tasty and healthy as nuts. In fact, choosing the right kinds of nuts can actually help you manage your blood sugar, support heart health, and keep you feeling full longer. Sounds pretty great, right? In today's video, we're diving into the top 10 nuts that are not only diabetic-friendly, but scientifically backed to help stabilize glucose levels. If you're on a journey to better health, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our community. We've got tons of helpful tips coming your way. 1. Walnuts. Let's kick things off with one of the best nuts for diabetics. Walnuts. These brain-shaped beauties are more than just a snack. They're a nutritional powerhouse. With a glycemic index, GI, of only 15, walnuts have a very low impact on blood sugar, making them ideal for people managing diabetes. What sets walnuts apart is their rich content of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. Research suggests that ALA may help reduce inflammation and improve insulin sensitivity, two key factors in controlling type 2 diabetes. Walnuts are also packed with fiber, protein, and antioxidants, which help stabilize blood sugar and keep you feeling full longer. A study published in Diabetes, Obesity, and Metabolism showed that people with type 2 diabetes who ate walnuts regularly experienced improved blood vessel function and lower LDL, bad cholesterol. Just 1 ounce a day, around 14 walnut halves, can have a real impact. They're also super easy to incorporate into your day. Add crushed walnuts to your yogurt, blend them into smoothies, sprinkle them over salads, or just enjoy them as a standalone snack. Plus, their natural richness and satisfying crunch make them a great alternative to sugary treats. Your body and your taste buds will thank you. 2. Almonds. Next up, let's talk about almonds. A crunchy, versatile nut that's a true friend for people managing diabetes. Almonds have a glycemic index, GI, of just 10, which makes them one of the lowest GI nuts available. That means they have almost no impact on your blood sugar when eaten in moderation. They're rich in magnesium, a mineral that plays a critical role in blood sugar regulation. In fact, studies have shown that many people with type 2 diabetes are magnesium deficient. By simply adding a handful of almonds to your daily routine, you could be supporting both your heart and glucose control at the same time. Almonds are also high in healthy fats, fiber, and protein, which helps slow digestion and reduce the likelihood of blood sugar spikes. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found that including almonds in meals reduced post-meal glucose levels in people with diabetes. Want to enjoy them? Try raw almonds as a midday snack, blend them into smoothies, or even slice them over roasted veggies for a tasty crunch. And almond butter? Just be sure it's unsweetened. Almonds are not just a healthy choice, they're an easy one too. Simple, satisfying, and perfect for blood sugar balance. 3. Pistachios. Let's move on to pistachios, a small but mighty nut with big benefits for people living with diabetes. These vibrant green snacks have a glycemic index, GI, of 15, which is considered low. That means they're unlikely to cause sudden blood sugar spikes, always a win. What makes pistachios so special? They're packed with plant protein, fiber, and heart-healthy fats, all of which contribute to slower digestion and more stable blood glucose levels. Even better, they contain antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which may help protect eye health, a common concern for diabetics. But here's the kicker. A study published in the Review of Diabetic Studies found that people with type 2 diabetes who included pistachios in their diet had lower fasting blood sugar, improved insulin resistance, and better lipid profiles. Just one small handful, about 1 ounce, 49 pistachios, is enough to enjoy the benefits without overdoing calories. Plus, pistachios are super snackable. You can eat them plain, toss them into salads, sprinkle over Greek yogurt, or even use them as a crust for baked fish or chicken. Their crunch and flavor make them a satisfying alternative to high-carb snacks. Healthy, colorful, and blood sugar friendly, pistachios check all the boxes. 4. Pecans. Now let's talk about pecans. Soft, buttery, and naturally sweet. They might just be one of the most underrated nuts for diabetes management. With a glycemic index, GI, of around 10, pecans are a low GI food which means they have little to no effect on your blood sugar when eaten in moderate amounts. These nuts are rich in monounsaturated fats, the kind of healthy fat that supports heart health and improves insulin sensitivity. That's especially important for people with type 2 diabetes who are at higher risk for cardiovascular issues. Pecans are also loaded with antioxidants, especially ellagic acid and flavonoids, which help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in the body. According to the Journal of Nutrition, a diet that includes pecans can lead to better cholesterol levels and improved insulin response, making them a smart addition to any diabetic-friendly meal plan. You can add chopped pecans to oatmeal, mix them into homemade granola, or even blend them into a smoothie for added richness. A small handful, about 1 ounce or 19 halves, is the sweet spot for daily intake. They're not just tasty, they're a smart, science-backed choice for better blood sugar control. 5. Cashews. Cashews are creamy, slightly sweet, and super versatile. But are they safe for people with diabetes? The answer is yes, in moderation. Cashews have a glycemic index, GI, of around 25, which is still considered low, but higher than some other nuts on this list. That's why portion control is key. What cashews offer is a wealth of important nutrients. They're rich in magnesium, which plays a vital role in insulin sensitivity and glucose control. They also provide iron and zinc, which support immune function, something especially important for people managing chronic conditions like diabetes. In one study published in the Journal of Nutrition, Metabolism and Cardiovascular Diseases, participants who included cashews in their diet had improved HDL, good cholesterol levels, and better overall lipid profiles. While they do contain slightly more carbs than other nuts, they also deliver protein and healthy fats that help blunt the blood sugar impact. To enjoy cashews without going overboard, stick to about 1 ounce per day. That's roughly 18 cashew nuts. Eat them raw or dry roasted, no added oils or salt, and avoid flavored varieties that often sneak in extra sugars. Cashews are a creamy, satisfying way to get nutrients and flavor. Just keep that portion in check. 6. Hazelnuts. Hazelnuts aren't just for chocolate spreads, they're a smart snack for people managing diabetes. These round, crunchy nuts have a glycemic index, GI, of 15, making them a great low GI option that won't spike your blood sugar. What sets hazelnuts apart is their high content of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect your cells, especially from the oxidative stress that often comes with diabetes. They're also rich in monounsaturated fats, the type of healthy fat that supports heart health and improves insulin sensitivity. One study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that hazelnuts could help reduce fasting blood sugar and LDL cholesterol in people with metabolic syndrome, a condition often linked to type 2 diabetes. In addition to vitamin E, hazelnuts provide folate, manganese, and magnesium, all of which play a role in blood sugar regulation and overall wellness. A typical serving is about 1 ounce or 21 nuts, which gives you all the benefits without going overboard on calories. Enjoy hazelnuts chopped into your salad, ground into low-sugar baking recipes, or simply as a crunchy mid-afternoon snack. They're delicious, nutrient-packed, and incredibly diabetes-friendly. 7. Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts might be large, but you only need a couple to unlock their powerful health benefits, especially for people with diabetes. With a glycemic index, GI, of 10, they're among the lowest GI nuts, making them ideal for blood sugar control. What makes Brazil nuts unique is their incredibly high content of selenium. Just one Brazil nut can provide over 100% of your daily selenium needs. This trace mineral is crucial for thyroid function, reducing inflammation, and boosting antioxidant defenses, key for people managing blood sugar imbalances. In a study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition, participants who consume Brazil nuts daily experienced improved insulin sensitivity and reduced inflammation markers. That's a big win in diabetes care. Brazil nuts also contain healthy fats, fiber, magnesium, and zinc, all of which play a role in regulating glucose and supporting immune health. But remember, with Brazil nuts, less is more. Eating 1 to 2 nuts per day is plenty. Too much selenium can be harmful over time. Enjoy them whole as a quick snack or chop and sprinkle a few pieces into your morning oatmeal or yogurt. Brazil nuts are small in portion, but huge in health benefits, especially for diabetes management. 8. Macadamia nuts rich, buttery, and incredibly satisfying. Macadamia nuts are more than just a luxury snack. For people with diabetes, they're a fantastic choice with a glycemic index, GI, of around 10, making them very low on the scale and unlikely to cause blood sugar spikes. Macadamias are loaded with monounsaturated fats, the same heart-healthy fats found in olive oil. These fats help improve insulin sensitivity and lower LDL cholesterol, two important goals for those managing type 2 diabetes. They also contain fiber, magnesium, and manganese, which support metabolic health and blood sugar regulation. A study published in Nutrients Journal highlighted that consuming macadamia nuts as part of a balanced diet improved glycemic control and lipid profiles in people with diabetes. Despite being calorie-dense, macadamias are so rich and filling that just a small portion goes a long way. Stick to about 1 ounce per day, which is roughly 10 to 12 nuts. They're great on their own, but you can also chop them into salads, blend into smoothies, or even bake them into low-carb recipes. Their creamy texture and mild sweetness make them a satisfying swap for higher-carb snacks. Macadamias offer indulgence and blood sugar benefits, all in one bite. 9. Peanuts. Although technically a legume, peanuts earn their place on this list because of their nutritional profile and benefits for people with diabetes. With a glycemic index, GI, of just 14, peanuts are a low GI food that won't cause sharp blood sugar spikes. They're packed with plant-based protein, fiber, and healthy fats, all of which slow digestion and promote steady glucose levels. Plus, they're rich in niacin, vitamin B3, magnesium, and antioxidants, nutrients that support heart health and metabolic function. In a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, researchers found that regular peanut consumption improved blood sugar control and reduced cardiovascular risk in people with type 2 diabetes. Even better, they're affordable and easy to find. A smart serving is about 1 ounce or 28 peanuts. Choose dry roasted or raw varieties without added sugar or salt. Be cautious with flavored peanuts, which can sneak in unnecessary carbs. You can snack on them alone, stir them into oatmeal, sprinkle them on salads, or spread a tablespoon of natural peanut butter on whole grain toast. Just look for peanut butter with no added sugars or hydrogenated oils. Simple, tasty, and blood sugar friendly, peanuts are proof that everyday foods can support your health goals. 10. Pine nuts. Don't let their small size fool you. Pine nuts are rich in flavor and loaded with nutrients that make them a great option for people managing diabetes. With a glycemic index, GI, of 15, pine nuts fall into the low GI category, meaning they have a gentle effect on blood sugar levels. Pine nuts are packed with magnesium, a mineral that helps the body use insulin more efficiently. They also contain zinc, iron, and monounsaturated fats, all of which support healthy metabolism and reduce inflammation. Two major concerns in diabetes care. One fascinating benefit of pine nuts is their content of phenolenic acid, a rare fatty acid that may help suppress appetite and improve cholesterol levels. A study published in Lipids in Health and Disease found that phenolenic acid can promote satiety and potentially assist with weight management, which is crucial for blood sugar control. A serving of pine nuts is about 1 ounce, roughly 167 kernels. But a little goes a long way due to their rich, buttery texture. Try sprinkling them over salads, stirring into pesto, or roasting lightly for a warm, nutty snack. Tasty, nutrient-rich, and naturally low in carbs, pine nuts are a gourmet way to support your health. So there you have it, 10 amazing nuts that are not only delicious, but also science-backed to support blood sugar balance and overall health. Whether you're newly diagnosed or just looking to make smarter snack choices, these nuts can be a simple yet powerful part of your daily routine. Which one are you most excited to try? Or do you already have a favorite? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe for more easy science-based tips on living well with diabetes. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.